Hello, my name is Vivian Gemian. I am a licensed professional counselor with my private practice located in Newfoundland, New Jersey. Thank you to the Tuxedo Park Library for this opportunity to discuss navigating ourselves and our family through this coronavirus pandemic. Many of us, young and old alike, are experiencing a variety of emotions during this time, emotions that we typically don't feel. So much is difficult for us now, and many of us feel out of control. Being out of control typically doesn't feel good. We're thrust into staying home. Our freedom to go where we want, when we want, has come to an abrupt stop, and this in turn has brought about many feelings of loss for some of us, which can in some instances lead to anxiety or even depression. I encourage you to keep an eye on your loved ones for feelings of anxiety and depression, and seek professional help if you think necessary. These feelings of loss do not only apply to physical loss of life, which is so very devastating and has sadly impacted many families, but this feeling of loss can also refer to loss in regard to, I can't see my friends anymore. I will not have a prom. I'm not going to walk at graduation, or I can't even get what I want at the grocery store. Why can't I get paper towels? Why can't I get cleaning products? What? No sports to watch or attend? So loss is felt by everyone in a different way. But you know what? It all counts. Loss is valid. Our loss is valid. Sadness, fear, frustration, anger. We ask why? Why can't I get these paper towels? What we do with our feelings of loss is key, not only for ourselves, but for our children as well. Think how you personally are navigating through these feelings. What are you modeling in the home for your children? Very important to think of this. Conveying understanding and empathy to our children and loved ones will encourage them to feel secure. This feeling of security is so important as it allows the children to feel safe and come to their parents with their fears, their feelings of loss, and their general concerns. You are setting the stage of caring when you take time to listen. You're giving your children the reassurance that they need in this time of uncertainty, especially. Always allow your children to share these emotions about what they're feeling. Be there for them, listen to them, and just give them time. We don't want to tell them, go suck it up, go watch TV, play a video game, but rather acknowledge their emotions, let them talk, reassure them that you are there to listen and comfort them. When your children have questions about COVID-19, it is important to give them honest answers. However, you don't want to give them too much information. The information needs to be age appropriate. And when you do so, be sure to present to them in a calm manner. You don't want them to see you so very upset and overwhelmed yourself, because that will relate to them. Their world has been turned upside down. Your world is turned upside down. Everything is different. So keep in mind, it's important that the children also do not watch TV about the coronavirus. Don't let them watch the news. And I would also limit the news that you're watching as adults as well, because it can be disturbing. So we need to limit that. We need to limit our input, because it can be very much overload for us. We don't want to further catastrophize the situation. We know what's going on, but we have to remember too that many people are recovering and leaving the hospitals, going home and going on with their lives. So we don't want to catastrophize the situation. What can also be reassuring to family members is sharing family safety. Washing hands for 2 minutes, wearing a mask if we go out, social distancing. These things are important, and discussing them as a family can be reassuring to the children that you're all working together. It's important too because, we're all socially segregated from our friends and families, excuse me, and it's important to find a way to stay connected. Of course, there's the Facebook, there's the texting, there's Zoom, there's FaceTime. So all these things are important. Time to be a little bit creative. Remember to try to get outside. Vitamin D is great for our moods. So get outside, go for a walk, bring the kids out, throw a ball. It'll be a great time. Many of us as counselors, most of us, suggest distraction when we have anxiety or things bothering us. But, distraction can't last for 24/7. So we have to find some other coping skills that we can incorporate to help with the anxieties, to help bring us to a better place. And that would be finding something that would soothe us, something that is, you think of a baby, right? A baby with their pacifier or their blanket. Well, we as older children or adults, we don't have a blankie or a pacifier, but we can use different coping skills that could help us there. And I'd like to suggest some breathing exercises, muscle relaxation, using our 5 senses, imagery, listening to music, playing video games. Moms can bake with their children. Dads can maybe play Legos. Legos are a great pastime. Family night, game night, family movie night, popcorn. There's so many things that you can do as a family that will bring about some closeness and cohesiveness and a secure feeling within the family unit. I will discuss these coping skills a little bit more in detail the next time that we get together. But you have to remember that not all coping skills work for everyone. So it's important that you have a variety and some to choose from to see what would work for you. So, they're not only important for children, but yes, as I said, they're important for adults as well. And something that works quite well is mindfulness, trying to stay in the moment. If we look too much in the past, what has happened in the past, or we're looking to the future, what might happen, it can be overwhelming. It can be anxiety producing. So try to stay in the moment. When you see yourself or feel yourself going to the past or the future, try to gingerly bring yourself back to the moment and just focus on what's going on now. What is happening now? It can be reassuring as well for adults. There's much now that can be learned about ourselves during this time of lockdown, and we don't want to maybe look back and say, what did I do? Did I learn anything? Did I do anything? So, you might want to take time to learn something new. Maybe do a course online. Maybe read a book. Do a craft with your children. So, extend yourself. Look what you can do. Learn about each other in the household. It can be a very rewarding time. We can look inside of ourselves and say, wow, this time really strengthened me as a person. I developed empathy for others. I saw what was happening and all the awesome things that people were doing. So that's quite important to think about. Something else that's very important is routine, structure. It's so easy for us to wake up in the morning and maybe not take our pajamas off. Hey, I know I've done it a couple days too. But it's really important if we can get up, get dressed as if we are going out, and start our day. It sometimes helps too if we can make a list of things the night before, what we want to accomplish the next day. And that might have to do with what we want to accomplish with the children as far as their studies, what we want to accomplish in the house. And if you're working out of the home, you have that added timetable to look at as well. So you need to set up a structured routine so that everything can be accomplished. It can be very challenging, but if you have structure, it can be a little bit easier. So I would encourage that as well. Also, you know, and all these things that we have to do, juggling working out of the home, juggling the kids, juggling our household duties, take time to relax. Take time to do something that you like to do. Hey, maybe it's just relax, read a book, take a long hot shower, something that will just bring you back down and you'll feel relaxed. Remember too, proper rest, proper nutrition are so much more important during this time as well. Now I've covered a lot today, and like I said, I'm going to go into more depth of coping skills the next time we speak, but I do want to give you some specific websites to go to and apps, okay? So if you get out your paper and pencil, you can write these down. All right, I'm going to be reading them off. nj.gov/DCF. This site has a lot of information on the COVID-19 and working through crisis regarding family and youth. So this can be a very helpful site. Another one is childmind.org. This site has a lot of information for parents. Another site that I just found, excuse me, is garage.ext.hp.com. And this site has a lot of family fun ideas. A couple apps, the Calm, C-A-L-M app. This app has mindfulness exercises. Now, I discussed a little bit about mindfulness, being in the present. This app may be helpful to many people. And another one for children, which looks very interesting, is Caribou app, C-A-R-I-B-U. This is activities for children which can be interactive with their grandparents or other family members which are outside of the home. So that looks like a really fun app. All right, so that's it for today, and I hope there was some helpful information for you. Again, thanks to the Tuxedo Park Library for this opportunity to speak to you today. Stay well, be safe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.